not feeling the best that I've ever felt today, but trying to make it in this world that we find ourselves in. I would say that the most painful thing and liberating thing to happen to me in the last 4 to 5 years is to have the time to really begin to look at our history, to begin to really study Western civilization, to study all of the things that it's based on. I've had a chance to study religion. I've had a chance to study history. I've had a chance to study all of these things that we draw on to create reality in the society and to acknowledge what is good and what is bad. I've had a chance to look at all the stories of the Exodus, a great story that the African Americans drew on heavily about the black experience and how we had to be led out of slavery. I looked at the stories about Genesis and the Exodus. I looked at stories about Greeks creating democracy, all of the science that brought us from old, unsubstantiated beliefs to where we are now. I looked at all of these things. And as a result of that, I have found that almost everything that we have come to rely on is not a real factual history. It's a myth. And it's a myth created by the ones who won. It's a dominator myth. The ones who decided someday that they needed to take everything, to crush the opposition, to steal, to murder, and create the world in their own image, actually decided one day that they would make up a story about it that would justify the things that they did do and what they would do in the present. And here we are now, part of this story, part of this myth. Buying into it, and through our behaviors, we make this myth and this story real. Some of us actually believe that there was no such thing as medicine until the age of enlightenment and Renaissance in Western Europe. We believe there was no psychoanalysis or psychotherapy or counseling until Sigmund Freud came along. We believe that Newton and all of those people who invented science when scientific theory, algebra, and all of these other things were prevalent in places like Africa, places like Egypt, places like China, in places all over the world, Latin America, and even the North Americas. We've all been duped and brainwashed to believe that a white supremacist culture, a culture during the eugenicist movement, who claimed that it was the most advanced and the best, more adaptive human being, we all believed that they created all of these things as they erased the history of more than 80% of the people of the world to claim superiority. This is the thing that I struggle with most. Many people will never struggle with it because they will open their eyes, they'll keep their eyes closed. Many people won't hear it because many of the platforms on social media will not allow videos like this to go viral if they are done by people who are not of the dominant culture, so they won't have to worry about it. But they also will never be free because their power to grow, to experience, to evolve, to throw off the shackles that bind the mind of the average Western person will always be in place. And they'll find that they are living lives of quiet desperation, always looking outside to be fulfilled, reaching out, stealing, grabbing, putting each other down, unreasonably hating immigrants, people of color, anyone different, trying to find something to fill the hole inside, the hole that tells them that they're supposed to be great because of the achievements of their ancestors, when their ancestors achieved very little when it came to being better than others, but achieved a great deal when it came to being human religiously. And that is the important thing. Those who have fallen by the wayside, though, who have shifted what is important, don't really know that, and they have raised most of us in this society to adopt their idea of greatness. Greatness where one is praised for one's ability to change things, for one's ability to have power over the earth and other people. Greatness because of one's phenotype, one's genetic disposition, one being born a certain race or class or ethnicity. These are false markers of greatness. They are really markers of mediocrity, because everyone, every person has made a great contribution to this world. We have all done it together. Every race, ethnicity, class, and social class. The only difference now, though, is that those few have taken over. They refuse to listen to others. They've ignored the warnings. They've brought the world to a brink of disaster. They've destroyed the environment. They've destroyed every religion that came into power in order to help free us, expand ourselves, help us move beyond this small concept of self. Everything they've touched, they've destroyed, and we find ourselves left to suffer along with their arrogance and their ignorance. May the powers that be have mercy on our souls. Namaste, everyone.